Greetings from Coffee Talk again. The big topic we're addressing now is, how can we limit the influence of foolish people? Before we get started, let's clarify that stupidity in this context has nothing to do with IQ or educational attainment. It concerns behaviors and viewpoints that are detrimental to society, whether due to ignorance, selfishness, or a failure to take into account alternative views. Therefore, how can we weaken the influence of those who behave without consideration for the consequences of their actions? Three essential measures are taken first: accountability, empathy, and education. Education comes first. A knowledgeable society is a powerful one, and ignorance generates difficulties. But let's face it, understanding something isn't enough. The goal is to encourage critical thinking. We must train people to ask inquiries as well as to look for knowledge. It involves recognizing context, challenging sources, and developing fact-checking skills. Communities, social media sites, and schools may all help spread the word about this. Empathy comes next. We frequently define foolish behavior as disregarding the needs or experiences of others. Empathetic people can see beyond themselves. It is far more difficult to act in ways that hurt other people when we learn to imagine ourselves in their shoes. Cultural exchanges, volunteer work, and even open forums are programs that help people view one another as fellow humans first. And, despite popular belief, empathy may be taught. It involves listening, thinking, and keeping in mind our interconnectedness. And lastly, responsibility. Society must encourage responsible conduct while denouncing dangerous or destructive activity. This entails holding individuals to a standard where they must answer for their actions and words. Of course, laws and policies are only one aspect of this. Accountability, however, also occurs in friend groups, companies, and families. Stupidity loses its strength if people can no longer act without repercussions. What is the lesson then? We must improve our capacity for self-education, heartfelt communication, and mutual accountability to curb the influence of stupid behavior. Ignorance and selfishness only flourish when they are allowed to continue unchallenged. By tackling these underlying issues, we can create a society that is more considerate, accountable, and caring. Thank you for listening, and keep in mind that we are all the first to make progress. Until Coffee Talk's next episode, by encouraging comprehension, empathy, and accountability, this screenplay highlights proactive strategies to combat negative behavior.